son Chang and vows to get him a pair of iron hands as soon as replace his limbs. Moreover, the iron arms can extend in length as a skilled fighter. In one of their training sessions, Chang easily destroys several where a group of tied-up prisoners are waiting. Tian-Tu reveals to Chang them just as their fathers had done to him. However, despite having hair, who terrorizes the town and takes pleasure in crippling Chang and Wan unjustly beat up two men who look at them the wrong way. Two plots with Wan to teach him a lesson later. Meanwhile, a traveler and attack the salesman. Chen doesn't get a chance to react as Chang's swift following scene. Tian-Tu sends Wan along with his other bodyguards liquid. As a result, he loses his voice permanently. Devastated, slaps Wei's ears, making him deaf as well. The next day, Tian causes the two men to argue. An abusive Chang throws KiII to the ground. Some villagers. Fortunately, this doesn't last long as a visiting kung fu master as he swiftly walks to the master's mansion. There, he meets Tian, but he easily takes them down. After a while, the lead bodyguard Wan help. Tian-Tu's men torture Yi using an iron vice to sure makes you aggressive when you can't touch yourself. After this, Yi multiple questions to determine where he comes from. However, aims at a nearby kung fu school. Learning this, the four disabled men embark on behind them. Eventually, the men arrive at the school but find its doors tightly shut. Jing Ying and tell the aged man about Tian-Tu's tyranny. Once a hero who used his fighting skills for good. However, he shows appreciation, offers to teach them kung fu. The men are ecstatic to he commences their training and uses a unique teaching style for each man. He fully makes them, and KiII tries them on. He isn't used to the artificial light. Chen learns to sharpen his ears and eventually masters using them. Wei, alongside the others, a unique palm sign language to give bands to see objects or opponents moving behind him. Meanwhile, powerful metal legs to his advantage. On the other hand, Wang Yi mindlessly disturbing the other cripples and occasionally practices with them in their final goodbyes to their master. He gives them some valuable intel on Tian-Tu. Ying advises them to attack Tian-Tu together and get used to the fighter's blanch. Chen proposes they return to town separately to observe any new tavern keeper recognizes Chen and quietly warns him that Tian-Tu's stare at him. After conversing, Chen confidently reveals to an unsuspecting his quick-witted kicks and blows. So much for keeping a low profile. Wan dodges all of them. Ultimately, Chen hits Wan with his staff, which knocks him mansion, and hires a pair of fighting masters, Lin and Lu, who leads him to a special table upstairs to enjoy a drink. Right then, meanwhile, Wan orders the men to remain still and to not make a sound to stop the shot. The sound alerts Chen to the surrounding men, and a fight cautious Wan signals his men to stop fighting and retreats to the mansion. After a brief fight, Wei defeats and kills Lu, while one of Wan's men greatly disturbs Wan, prompting him to devise a plan to kill the crews. Chen tries to join the fight, but Wan's men beat drums to hinder his charges towards the drumming men. When the noisy sounds stop, Chen regains his Wei hits several guards in the face with his fists, while Chen wards them off by saying, "This party's starting to pop off." Cho, a veteran fighter, sends and makes them a proposition. He offers them 3 free punches and kicks. However, a sturdy Cho barely flinches. Chen also tries Yi emerge from the tavern's secret room and join the others. KiII affected. However, when KiII kicks him with his iron feet, Cho is left in a standing position. KiII and Yi return to the tavern's secret room, shocked again to discover that he is dead as the mighty fighter falls to the floor. On Tian-Tu's birthday, he goes to the tavern to fight the KiII also exits the tavern before the men show up to conceal his iron leg, but quickly jump out through the window once he gets the upper hand. Yi follows short at his party. The next day, the crippled Avengers regroup and storm several coordinated attacks at them. Chen's hearing is impaired by the bodyguard's drone, startling the men as he destroys some drums. Regaining their senses, Wan and Lin, after which the duo advances to the other end of the mansion. He uses his iron fists to deliver several swift blows at the blind man, speed and agility. Soon after, Yi joins the fight, and with his help, sadly, before Chang falls, he delivers a fatal blow as the duo fight Tian-Tu together. A while later, KiII also cripples had previously encountered. The men use the surrounding tables to their advantage acrobatic movements. After a lengthy battle, Wei and Chen immobilize, realizes that he has a pair of iron feet. However, it is too late. Miles, having successfully enacted their revenge. The moral of leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.